quick, guys, before this video gets started, I wanted to remind you that I did end up creating my own clothing brand called Fifth Please Supply. It's just a way for you guys to support the channel in a different way if you choose to do so. If you want to learn more about the message, the motto, the story behind Fifth Please Supply, I made a video down below. It will be linked in the description. Also, a link to the website will also be down in the description as well. We only have one tee currently, and it is in limited supply because I just wanted to gauge interest, see if you guys would be interested in stuff like that, so on and so forth. I will say the website is very much so bare bones, and I hope it does work. I made it myself. I did all the research. Everything is myself. So this is going to be a learning experience for all of us. Shirt on the website is this one right here. We have a nice simple design on the top left chest region. So this is the front of the shirt. This is the back side of the t-shirt. The same logo, just as a bigger back piece. And the only reason I am not currently wearing that right now is because I grew out of that. Boy, got a little bit too thick for this t-shirt. I do have to order something for myself in the future, but like I said, if you guys do want to support the channel in a different way, Fifth Please Supply, it will be linked down below. That all being said, let's get on to the video. What is going on, guys? I am back here with another video, and today we are doing the first POV drive in the Toyota Celsior. Now, I must say, the Celsior is nowhere to be found. I actually have this gorgeous 2024 Audi A5 in front of me. It's not mine. I'm renting it for the next week, but I am absolutely falling in love with this car. But getting onto the topic at hand, like I was saying, I was editing this video and I realized I didn't make an intro. So here's the intro. We are doing the first drive in the Toyota Celsior. So without further ado, I'll see you on the road. Hopping right into the Toyota, and before we get started, I do have to mention that the hat I'm wearing, it's not my normal POV hat. So I'm hoping the framing's right. I'm hoping the video's well. I'm hoping everything goes smoothly, because I'm gonna be very, very upset if something goes wrong with this, and I can already kind of feel something's not right. After some minor adjustments, I think I got everything worked out. Hopefully the framing's a little bit better now. If it was a little wonky, I do apologize, and if it still is wonky, well, we're just gonna have to deal with it. But this is the first official POV drive in the Toyota Celsior. Obviously, it might be weird for you guys, me sitting on the right side of the vehicle, but me personally, I feel like I've been getting a little bit better with this whole right-hand driving thing. When I first got this car, I wanted to hug the yellow line a lot. Obviously, that is not a good thing because I'm sitting on the right side of the vehicle and I wanted to position my body towards the yellow line. So the whole vehicle is pretty much over the entire double yellow line. So with some practice and a few adjustments, I feel like I've been doing a little bit better. I will say the whole kilometers thing is still kind of new to me. I usually pace myself with the person in front of me. I know that's not a good judgment call, but it's the best what I can do right now. I also have a few mental notes on like what kilometer is equal to what mile per hour. Like, I understand 100 is usually about 60. I think 40 is about 25, 80 is like 50, something like that. I might be off a few kilometers or miles per hour, whichever you want to say it, but I think that is right around where it should be. Now we can get on to talking about the good old Toyota that we are currently driving. Like I said before, it might be getting annoying that I keep repeating myself over and over again, but this car has exceeded my expectations of what I thought a 1995 would be driving. And what I mean by that is air ride suspension is very much so high quality. It's very like mushy bushy, and it feels like I'm on a boat half the time, and 100% of the time it feels like I'm driving one as well for as long as this car is. But the suspension and the ride quality is very nice, to say the least. I took this car to the beach probably around a couple weeks ago. For you guys it might be a little longer than that, but for real time right now it was a couple weeks ago, and I could not complain. The entire ride, it was very comfortable, no issues, it was very smooth. I really just cannot complain on how the car performed. I will say this car being powered by the good old 1UZ, the Japanese V8, it does have a lot of get up and go for as large of a vehicle as it is. We will see. This BMW is turning. We can goose it a little bit, not too much, but really just wasn't anything. I don't know if you guys can see it, but some people, it might be very underwhelming what we just experienced together, but I mean, it has a little bit of get up and go. Obviously could not give it the beans too much because obviously we got traffic, we got to behave, I got to be safe. And in case a Mr. Officer is somewhere peeking around the corner, I really just don't want to deal with it today. Sir, your whole rear bumper is completely vanished. You might want to get that fixed. I also will say the power steering in this car, like I'll show you guys, I'll do it with one finger, right? I don't know what it is, but it's effortless. Now I might have a little bit issue because that was a 90-degree turn and my finger could only go far, but it is genuinely effortless in this car. It's almost as if this car could just drive itself. I'm unsure on how much research and effort it took to build this car, but I can tell you over the course of the 2-3 months I've owned it, this is such well-built vehicle, and you can just tell a lot of effort went into building this car. It's honestly really tough to genuinely think about stuff that I don't like about the car. Like if we're talking about the Subarus, I can give you a whole novel on stuff that I just don't like about the cars that just, I don't want to talk about them right now. But this car, it's very, very difficult. Looks like we got a little bit of a straightaway, so we'll goose it a little bit. Come on, get up there, get up there, get up there. Oh! 120 kilometers, whatever that comes out to. I also cannot drive the car like one of the Subarus because, good Lord, I need my sailor license to be driving one of these things. One issue that I am having with this car in particular, and it's something so annoying, it's something so tedious, it's the paperwork behind owning this car. I am working on getting the title transferred over to a Pennsylvania title, and let me tell you something, there is a lot more into owning a imported car than I would have thought. The main issue I'm having with this car versus Pennsylvania PennDOT is that this car does not technically have a VIN number. Any US car will have a 16-digit code, as we call a VIN number, a vehicle identification number, but this Japanese car, and probably a lot of other imported cars as well, but specifically this car only has a 12-digit code, which Japan labels it as a frame number. For whatever reason, PennDOT is refusing to recognize that 12-digit code as the VIN number for the vehicle. I've had to get so many people to confirm that number on this car. I had to confirm it. I had to take a picture of the VIN plate. I've had to take a picture of a different stamp on the car that shows the exact same frame number that is on the VIN plate. I've had the notary person confirm the number. I've had a mechanic confirm the number. I even had to go as far as taking a picture of an old registration I found from Virginia that on that piece of paper showed that the dealer who owned this car in Virginia called that 12-digit code the vehicle identification number instead of the frame number. After all of that, I am still waiting on Pennsylvania to recognize that 12-digit code as the VIN number for this car so that I can get the title and then I can inspect it and register it. This process has been going on for so long. I'm not really irritated. It's more entertaining for me because I didn't realize the process that I had to go through to register a imported car in Pennsylvania. So this is a whole learning experience for me. I'm just trying my best to take it day by day, enjoy the ride, and eventually it will all work out. That's the main thing that I keep reminding myself. So eventually, hopefully, fingers crossed I should say, we will get recognized and I could move forward with the whole registration process on this car. On the Subarus, it's going to be very quick. I don't want to drag it out too much. The blue car, it needs tires, it needs an alignment, and it needs a battery. For whatever reason, it died on me. The battery just kaput, so we got to get that car back up and running. Ironically, I was making a video on the blue car, but then I wanted to do some more POV driving with it, try to start it, and the battery is kaputski, so I couldn't finish that video, which is why we're doing this video as we speak. On the other hand, the white car is giving us a little more issues than the blue car. as of recently, I've noticed something wrong with the transmission. In my opinion, I think it is the transmission. I've noticed a little more grinding, some ticking coming from the transmission as it is. I'll let off the gas, it'll vibrate, and I'll hear it ticking. I put it in reverse, you can hear a grinding noise, and it's just one thing after another for the car. So I'm in contact with a few different garages to try and pinpoint the actual problem with the car. But that car also needs tires and alignment and possibly a transmission. So my money is running very, very thin with these two Subarus. I'm gonna be making a pretty decently sized purchase here in like 2.5 weeks. It has nothing to do with cars. It has nothing to do with me buying a house. It does, however, have to do with the relationship with my girlfriend. I usually don't talk about that too much on the videos, so that's why I said if you watch this specific part, like, good for you, you are learning some information. I will be popping the question here in the next 3-ish weeks. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but for me specifically, it is May 30th. I think it's the 30th. The next 3 weeks, I might be popping the question to my girlfriend, which is, it's crazy. We've been together a very, very long time. If I tell you guys how long we've been together, I'm going to get roasted as to why it took me so long to ask this question. So I'm probably not going to tell you guys how long we've been together, but it's been a long time, and I am very, very excited to take this next step with her and really just enjoy life with her. I should have added, I'm excited to live more of our lives with her. I didn't finish my statement. I apologize for that. With that all being said, I really don't have much else to talk about. I am roasting in this car. It is like 85-90 degrees. I got no AC running, so you guys have the best audio quality. I have the windows up. I'm sweating, I'm cooking, so this is effectively going to end today's video. I am so hot. It is beyond hot in this car, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, if you did, make sure you leave it a thumbs up. If you guys are new to my channel, you guys right there, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see y'all in the next upload.